Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I finally got the new Mcgrath blush collection. So we're going to be testing it out. We've got blushes, we've got an eyeshadow palette, and we've also got lip products. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. I hope you guys are well. By the way, I have gone ahead and matched my top to the packaging. Let me pick it up. How stunning is this packaging? Like, purple's my favorite color if you don't know. So I am literally living, breathing, dying for this packaging right now, especially this kind of light lavender. Oh, delicious. I don't have every single blush that she came out with, but I think I have the ones that are like gonna suit my skin tone, like the darker shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with blusher. So I have 3 shades in the Divine blush, and this is what they look like. Like, how stunning, how gorgeous is this packaging, the color, but also the design. So it opens like that and the blush is inside. So this is Love Struck, which is a gorgeous deep pink. This one is Paradise Venus, which is like a brown type of terracotta. And the last shade I have here is Electric Bloom, which is definitely my favorite out of the 3 that I have. This gorgeous coral orange. Ooh, they feel super soft and creamy, very pigmented. These are the 3 shades that I have. So Love Struck, Paradise Venus, and Electric Bloom. So just dipping my brush into Love Struck, and it does pick up quite a lot of product. So what I'm going to do is pick up the product and then dab it in on my hand, so it kind of works the product deeper into the bristles. And I'm going to take Love Struck on this side, and I do like to keep my blusher kind of at the top of my cheekbones rather than on the apples of my cheek. I guess I am gonna go quite heavy-handed so you guys can see the shade, but this is, I'm not really into pinky blushes, to be honest with you, unless I'm doing like a pink eyeshadow look. But this, something about this almost having like a purpley undertone, it is looking a little bit like a bruise in my opinion. So yeah, this is Love Struck. I mean, the formula is beautiful. Pinky blushes are just not something I typically go for in my everyday life. Now on this side, I'm gonna take Electric Bloom, which is definitely more my type of style, my type of blush color, and I'm gonna blend that onto this side. I am using a different brush, by the way, just to make sure there's no cross contamination. And normally I would kind of stop at this amount of blush, but because I want you guys to see the color, I'm just gonna build it up slightly. Do you see how they just melt into the skin really effortlessly? Like, it blends really well, especially after once you're done applying, you just take the brush that you had your, face powder on that day and just blend it in even more. Do you know what's a bit weird to me? This looks orange coral in the pan, but on my face, and I used a clean brush, it's coming off pinky. Is it just me? It has like a pink tone to it, which is very bizarre because I thought it would be more orangey coral. It is slightly deeper than the one that I used on this side, but it still kind of looks pinky toned. I know it looks like a lot of blush, but I'm not really concerned because I know that blush fades after like an hour or so of being on the skin once your natural oils start coming through. I feel like I definitely have more orangey toned blushes in my collection that I prefer the color of, but the formula is really nice. So if you do maybe go into store and find a shade that you like, it does blend onto the skin and it does look really nice. Okay, so that is it for the blushes. Let's go ahead and do highlights. So there's a Divine Glow in the shade Golden Nectar, and this is what the highlighter looks like. So it's like a golden champagne with a slight hint of pink. If you really look at it, it's got a really nice like rosy undertone. I'm only going to take a little bit because it seems to be pigmented. I'm going to put this, yeah, very pigmented. Put this on top of the blush, concentrate it right here. Oh, that is stunning. That is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I definitely would put that in my everyday makeup bag. That is so glowy and it looks really nice on the skin. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix. I've been using this a lot lately. It's not too hydrating, but it also sets your face for the rest of the day while giving your skin a natural glow. I've just really been enjoying this. It's like halfway done. So So you see after you've used setting spray, like the highlighter, the blush, everything just kind of melts and meshes into the skin really well. So I do really like this side now. I'm like the electric glow, electric bloom side is growing on me. This side I'm still not really feeling this baby Barbie pink, and I am filming in natural lighting so you guys can see as close to reality as possible. But yeah, what are we thinking? Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to, let's go ahead and do lips and then we'll finish off with eyes. I'm doing everything backwards today, why not? So I have 2 Divine lip shines and 1 matte trance lipstick. So let me swatch everything. This is the gorgeous packaging, and then this is the lipstick. How stunning is Pat McGrath lipsticks, honestly. Luxurious. Ooh, that glides on nicely. I think this might be my first Pat McGrath lipstick actually. I've never tried her lipsticks before. I've tried her lip glosses but not lipstick. So yeah, this is the shade. Yeah, so it is like a pinky nude. That's more true to color. Now let me open the, ooh, how cute is this? I think this is like a tinted lip balm, and this is Flesh 7. Oh yeah, this is right up my street. How gorgeous is that color? It's like a deep brown. And then the other lip shine that I got is Divine Rose 2, and this one's more clear with a slight hint of pink right there. I'm just going to take a little bit of MAC Chestnut to define the lips as usual. So I'm going to take the lip shine in Flesh 7. Ooh, this reminds me of the Fenty lip shines. What are they called? Slick lip? Lip slips? Gorgeous. How delicious is that lip color? It's like a glossy lipstick. That looks delicious. I could easily just throw some mascara and lashes on and be done with my look for today. But hey, we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow palette. There's a Mariah Carey song running around my head right now. Like, you know when one song lyric just keeps playing in your head? It's that song, I Give My All. Like, it's just going over and over in my head. So yeah, I'm not putting too much primer, just like a light layer to help the eyeshadows really perform. So the eyeshadow palette is called Voyeuristic Vixen. Okay. Dunning eyeshadow palette. So in here you get 1 matte, 2 kind of shimmers, and then like a duochrome shimmer. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like gold and pink, but definitely using that today. We're going to start off with this color, of course. Now, if you know me and my makeup style, I do like to have a darker outer V and then something to blend it out with, like this shade. Let me zoom you in a little bit. I should have really done that from the start, but hey ho. This shade looks dark enough, but it's like, what am I meant to blend it out with? Because there's nothing in the palette to use. So what I'm gonna have to do is just kind of diffuse it gently. As the product gets less on the brush, just blend it up higher. So start it on the outer V so you get the most pigment there, and then as you get less on your brush, you can just feather and blend it upwards. It is a really nice shade. I do really like this kind of mauvey, it matches the lipstick really well, like this deep mauvey berry. But yeah, that shade has built up and blended out really well. I do still feel like I was a little bit messy on the edge here, so I'm just going to take a little bit of my Laura Mercier honey powder and kind of put that on the edge to hopefully clean that up. But yeah, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye, so starting on the outer V, and then as I have less product, blend upwards. I'm actually so pleasantly surprised by this shade, because usually when there's only one shade in an eyeshadow palette, it's not deep enough to put on my outer V, but this is not only deep enough, it also blends out to be a really nice transition color. It's almost like 2 shades in one color, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take that gorgeous pink gold shade, this one here, like, can you guys see that duochrome? How stunning. But I am gonna go ahead and wet it just to make sure I don't get much fallout, hopefully, and just tap that all over my lid. Oh wow. And you know what's so interesting about shades like this? You're seeing it as a pink, but when I'm in natural daylight or if I turn a certain way, it will come across as gold. Because I remember one time I didn't know a shade was duochrome, and I was literally applying it and I was like, oh yeah, it was a purple or something like that, and I thought it was purple, and then I looked down to put my eyelashes on and I saw green and I was like, when did I put green eyeshadow on, but it was the shifting effect of the eyeshadow. I love shifting colors. Oh, I am here for this palette. I am here front and center, standing to attention for this palette. My favorite Pat McGrath palette is definitely still the one that has the most shades. What was that called? I can't remember what it was called, but you know the one that I'm talking about. I did a review on it and I did like that purple eyeshadow look. That palette is still my all-time favorite Pat McGrath palette because the shimmers in there, oh, so good, so nice. But yeah, this palette is definitely beautiful as well. I'm going to use one of the other shimmers for the inner corner. They do look very similar. Let me swatch them too so we can, oh, okay, they're different. One is like a bronzy type of color and the other one is a straight silver champagne. So I think I'm gonna, let's mix the two and put them on my inner corner. So that way we've used all 4 of the shades. Just gonna dust away this powder. Just finishing off with the matte underneath my lower lash line. And that is basically the eye look. So what I'm going to do is put some lashes on and I'll come back to you with my final thoughts on everything. Okay guys, so this is the look. What do you think? This is the end of the video. I'm just going to quickly wrap up and tell you what I liked. I didn't dislike anything, so that's great. The eyeshadow palette is absolutely beautiful. Obviously it depends how much Pat McGrath you have in your collection already, because I do feel that her palettes are neutral with a pop of like pink gold type of vibe. So there's nothing really, you know, you're not going to find Be Perfect Carnival palette at Pat McGrath type of thing. So if you do already have shades like this from Pat McGrath, the palette is not necessary. The blush formula is beautiful. It melts onto the skin. I really am enjoying Electric Bloom now that I've, you know, set it down with setting spray and it's all melted into my skin. I do really like how it's looking. I do really like the highlighter as well. Like how glowy and gorgeous is that? The lip product, absolutely beautiful. Love the color, love the formula. It does remind me of the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine type of formula. I like the collection overall. So yeah, if you don't have anything Pat McGrath and this is the first collection to like pique your interest, it's definitely worth it quality wise. Price wise, you have to decide that for yourself, girl. Okay, but that is it for today's video, guys. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and I'll catch you in my next one. Take care. Bye.